Hey, listeners, and welcome to episode 85 of the Be Fabbo Podcast. This is section 2 or number 2 in a series of 3, where we're talking about embrace what makes you Fabbo and the value of embracing what makes you Fabbo. So many times as we get on this journey of entrepreneurship and even personal growth, we have a hard time harnessing what makes us Fabbo, what makes us unique. We get scared and we don't have that confidence. And here on this show, I'm all about mindset, motivation, momentum. I'm here to encourage, to support, and to cheer you on because you're already exactly Fabbo, exactly the way that you are. And I just know that there's so much more into you and there's so much more in you and there's so much more impact that you want to make. And I know that you're on that path to becoming the best version of yourself. So today we're going to continue on with part 2 of why and the values of embracing what makes you Fabbo and how they can transform and help you succeed personally and professionally by your own definition. That's what we're talking about today. Part 2, friends. If you haven't heard part 1, go grab that in episode 84. This is episode 85 of the Be Fabbo Podcast. We'll be right back after this. Welcome to my little corner of the podcast world. I'm Bobby Brinkman, your host and guide on this transformational journey of business and personal growth. Known as a confidence and motivational instigator, I'm also a speaker, transformational leader, and a mindset coach. But more importantly, I'm here to empower you to transform your business and life with actionable strategies, inspiring stories, valuable resources, and connections. The Be Fabbo Podcast is a space where creatives tune in to fuel their growth, ignite their energy, tap into the power of their purpose and passion to build thriving businesses and lives while becoming the best version of themselves. Together, we'll dive into the mindset and motivation you need to achieve success on your own terms. Because, my friends, if you're doing what you love, it should bring you profit, purpose, and joy. We'll also shed light on the essential topics like imposter syndrome, self-care, setting boundaries, and overcoming that negative self-talk. I'm here to cheer you on and remind you to be your biggest fan, to be your own hero, helping you overcome any obstacles in your entrepreneurial journey. Through engaging solo episodes and insightful conversations with inspiring guests who will bring their own stories, experiences, and expertise to the conversation. Together, we're going to cultivate a Fabbo community of heart-centered, confident entrepreneurs and leaders that are ready to continue to make meaningful impact. So once again, I'm Bobby Brinkman, your host, here to support you every step of the way. With a steadfast commitment to empowerment, mindset, motivation, and momentum, we're going to pave the way for thriving businesses and lives that we genuinely deserve. Time to motivate, educate, and celebrate who you are and where you are here on the Be Fabbo Podcast. So friends, grab your earbuds, hit that play button, and get ready to embrace what makes you Fabbo and take action to build the business and life that you want and deserve. So grateful and appreciative of sharing space with me throughout this podcast. Now let's get back to the show. All right, welcome back again. Thanks for joining me. This is series 2, the second episode of a series of 3 along our Embrace What Makes You Fabbo. And so today I want to talk about in this first segment, the pitfalls and conformity and mediocrity. I want to talk about those two things, right? I want to talk about the pitfalls that happen if you just conform and want to stay mediocre. Because as we go on this journey of embracing our inner Fabbo, again, as I mentioned earlier, trying to harness our unique advantage is sometimes hard for us, but it's very important to shine the light on the dangers of becoming like everybody else or attempting to fit in. And I use the word danger because I do think that so many of us lose ourselves trying to be like somebody else, trying to do what somebody else does, and then we fall short on the success that we see from our lens that they're having. And that success will fall short because we're not being genuine. It's not what we're supposed to be doing. Our path and our journey is not somebody else's path and journey. And we have to start really understanding that embracing what makes us Fabbo, loving ourselves, having our strengths, and celebrating our weaknesses as equal as we celebrate our strengths is what's going to help us succeed and find success on our own terms. So we have to worry that we don't fall into that dangerous pit and that downhill spiral of why is this not working for me when I see it working for so many others. So we don't want to fit in. We want to be ourselves. We want to show up and show off. So let's explore how this well-intentioned desire can lead us down a path of mediocrity, right? Let's talk about this a little bit. Highlight one. If we want to conform and be like somebody else, a lot of this comes from the social pressure or the fear of standing out. We don't want the attention. We want to maybe run under the radar, but we can run under the radar and still be ourselves and have success. It's when we try to be like somebody else, that's the pitfall we're going to fall into. That's when we're going to start feeling trapped. We may want to mold ourselves into somebody else, or we want to mold ourselves into what others think we should be. And if that doesn't align with who we are deep down inside, our passions and our strengths, we won't find success there. So we have to remember that we don't want to conform to somebody else's definition of who we are and what we should be doing, let alone where we should be going. Highlight two here is if we prioritize fitting in over embracing what makes us fabbo, we will dim our own light. We won't be our own hero. And friends, you hear me speak about this often on this podcast. If you have me as a coach or if you hear me speak, you know that I talk about being your own hero. Because there are too many days in this world, in your life, in your business career, where people will not be cheering for you. You have to be cheering for yourself. You have to be your own hero. Your true potential will remain untrapped and untapped. It will be buried under layers of imitation and trying to compromise. So just believe in yourself, cheer for yourself, and know that you are going to put the light on yourself, not what others think you should be doing. Highlight three is in the pursuit of fitting in, it can breed a sense of inadequacy because you're going to at some point realize that you just can't be that person. You're just not going to have that level of success. You're not going to look like them. You're not going to talk like them. You're not going to be them. And you don't want to be. You want to be you. You want to be true to who you are. Because when you compare yourself to others who, let's be honest, friends, who behind the 9 squares of social media look like they have it all together. We don't know everybody's story. We don't know what's going on behind those squares, just like they don't know what's going on behind yours. Clients don't know either. So we show up in a positive way. We show up sharing on social media. We show up on our websites. We show up in conversations. We show up on podcast guests. However it is you show up, you're showing up with what you want the clients or others to see. And you could be falling apart in the background. But you have to remember that when you try to fit in and be like others, you will still begin and you will it'll tear you down because you will not feel adequate and you will start having that self-doubt creep in and then you will doubt everything that you're working on. Do not compare yourself to others. You don't know their story. I said this a few minutes ago. We don't know their journey. They don't know ours. And I don't want you to forget about the journey that is yours and that you're on. Don't walk the same path somebody else is walking. You can walk with somebody. You can be mentored and coached. I love bringing people along in a path. But my role and my mission and my joy is when they exceed everything I've ever done in my career and in my life. When I see them just take off and truly go into the best version of themselves. I watch them. I watch the transformation. Man, that's what lights me up. Highlight 4 is mediocrity will thrive in being like everybody else. If you're just mediocre, if you just go, okay, I'm just going to do this because I know I can't be that person and I know what I'm good at over here, so I'm going to go somewhere in the middle and I'll just thrive there. You're going to thrive there, not moving anywhere. You're going to get stuck there. When we suppress our distinct voices, our ideas, and our talents, we become just another drop. We become another ripple in that effect of just blending in. We just blend in. Then we lose our opportunity to make that lasting impact, to get our voices heard, to land that job, to land that potential client, because we were the right person for that job, but they couldn't see us because we blended in. We were too afraid to step up and step out. Use your voice, friends. Don't be mediocre. Highlight 5 here. If you often conform, you're going to put a mask on, right? This is BC, right? This is even before COVID. What did you hide behind? You can't just try to fit in because at some point you're going to bust out, right? your authenticity and your inherent genius, for lack of a better word. What makes you so special and what makes you so unique is that super sauce, the way of doing it, the only you know how to do it. It will literally be like a mask if you're trying to hide it. Don't hide it, friends. Don't hide it. Don't get trapped in a cycle of pretending that you have it all together. Don't get stuck in the cycle of pretending that you're trying to be somebody else. You're going to be growing and you're going to be on this bus and it's going to be stopping and going. You're the driver. You're letting it people on, you're letting people off. But you're driving the bus. And when you do this, you're also going to be, if you hide behind this mask, you're going to limit your relationships. You're going to limit your collaborations. You're going to limit opportunities that are just waiting for you. Right? And then highlight 6 here. If you, in business, because we're talking about business especially, if you just become like everybody else, that's probably one of the fastest ways to go to the bottom. You're not going to exceed. You're not going to win a race. You're probably going to sit at the bottom and just go across the line, finish line with everybody else. Trying to imitate others means that you're only offering what they offer, or you're only offering your clients, hey, this is the same thing that you see everywhere. I can do that too. Instead of innovating and offering the value, your unique value proposition that sets you apart. Remember? You want to run the race and you want to win. It's okay to be in the middle and cross the line, but do it proudly in yourself. But don't get stuck at that back. Don't be the last person with 20,000 other people crossing that marathon race because you were too afraid to stand up and take the lead or move forward. Break away from the pack. You can do this because of your uniqueness. Embracing what makes you fabbo will help you break away from the pack. Highlight 7 here is the energy that you invest in trying to just fit in instead of stepping out will be better directed if you leaned into your passions and you leaned into your strengths. Imagine putting that energy in standing up and saying, here I am. This is what I offer. Instead of that energy into, I'm just going to work on this. I don't really know how to do it, but I see that Susie's doing it. So let me try to figure out what Susie's doing. And I'm going to repeat everything Susie does on social media. I'm going to go out and do that style shoot the same way. Look at all that energy and you've lost that enthusiasm because your mind is saying you're just trying to be somebody else. Put that energy, direct it towards building your own passions and your own strengths and showing them off. Imagine what you could achieve if you would channel that energy into your own vision and your own goals instead of Susie's. Highlight 8 here is to essentially remember that this path of just being in the middle or being mediocre is not fulfilling. I mention all the time as a wedding photographer, the word luxury in this industry gets tossed around a lot. Luxury is one of those words that people define it on their own. You know, somebody might have a $10,000 wedding budget, and that is a luxury to the person who is living paycheck to paycheck, who is up to credit card debt and everything else. So it's in the eye of the beholder what the word luxury means. And we all think of luxury as something different, right? Luxury to somebody might be, I'll take 3 days off and not have to worry about any bills, and I'll just sit in my house and not go anywhere, and I don't have to worry. Other people might say, luxury to me is going off on a 10-day cruise, spending Googles of money, and not feeling bad when I come home and not worrying about leaving my job or my career or my family or whatever. Luxury is different to everybody. So remember that there is plenty of money in the middle. I built that career by client, by client, by client, by staying in the middle. I didn't chase whatever the next level is or whatever luxury is. I had plenty of $1,000,000 weddings. I had plenty of $500,000 weddings. I had plenty of $30,000 weddings. I love the people the same. They were the right fit client for me. Our mission, our passions, our goals align. It doesn't matter. I was the right person for the job of each of those. Did I make more money working the bigger wedding? Sure. Did I work harder on that one? Yes. Did it take more out of me? Yes. The same thing can be said for that lower budget wedding. Did I work twice as hard? Yes, because I had to keep working harder and thinking outside the box to help keep people within their budget and to help give them what I wanted to give them and what I knew my strengths were in order for them to stay within their budget. So there's things to be said about working with higher budgets. Yes, working with lower budgets, but there's plenty of money in the middle, my friends. When I tell you I don't want you to be mediocre, it's not about not working in the middle. It's just I don't want you to fall into just accepting what everybody else is doing and you following suit. If something doesn't align with you, you can't grow. If something doesn't challenge you, you can't grow. You have to leave a meaningful mark on your career, in your business, in this industry, and in the world. And you can do that when you go outside your comfort zone, when you get pushed. Don't just fall in line on the path of mediocrity and think that you're going to move forward. You'll get stuck. Work in the middle. There's plenty of money in the middle. Just you yourself. Don't get stuck in that middle path. Work in the middle of this industry, work in the middle of wherever you are, but be the standout person in that sector. Does that make sense? I don't know if I got that across right, but I just want you to rehear that. When you're on the path of being I'm just going to accept this is where I am. No, I want you to work at that level above or right smack dab there in the middle where people are waiting for you because you're different. Whatever budget you work with, whatever level, whatever market you're in, just be the person that's standing out, that does something different. Don't get stuck doing what everybody else does. Don't just settle for being mediocre. Highlight 9 here is the most exceptional individuals, entrepreneurs, and leaders are the ones who have broken free from the chains of just being stuck. Of just being stuck in the middle, of just conforming and being like everybody else, of throwing in the towel and saying, I'm just going to give up. Don't be that. Those that have advanced to all different levels of success on their own definition and their own terms are those that have embraced their uniqueness and dared to challenge the status quo. You can do this, friends. Show up and show off. And highlight 10 here is instead of fitting in, strive to stand out. Just reject being medium. Just reject going, I'm not going to stand here today and just do what everybody else is doing. I'm going to follow my path. I'm going to do the things and offer the products, offer the services that set me apart. Will I stumble? Will I fall? Absolutely. Fail fast, fail forward, fail often. But I'm going to at least try. I'm going to break out of this pack and I'm going to stand out. I'm still doing what others in the industry are doing. I'm still offering whatever niche you're offering, but you're going to do it from that perspective of here I am. See me? This is what I do different. This is what I bring to the table. Don't be chasing clients that are not the right fit for you. Don't be also chasing clients that you shouldn't be working with. Show up and show off and let those that are the right fit for you and equally benefit from you serving them and you equally benefit from them being your client. The journey is challenging, my friends, but the rewards, personal growth, innovation, business growth, and a lasting legacy are worth every single step. Let's talk a little bit about embracing challenges as a catalyst for growth. As we continue this journey towards embracing what makes us Fabbo and the value behind it, I want you to explore and hear the challenges and of setbacks, and that how these setbacks are going to become what transforms you for growth. You've heard me say before, your setback is nothing on the level of your comeback. When you fully understand and can embrace what sets you apart, you can tap into your strengths, your resilience, and your one unwavering belief in yourself because you know that you are the super sauce. You know that this is your superpower and that you're the secret sauce. Flip those. Thank you, dyslexia, right? This mindset shift is what propels you forward, even when your path may seem uncertain. This is the catalyst for growth. When we embrace these challenges, when we know that we're stepping out, we're not going to just be stuck and conform and fit in, but we are taking those brave steps. We're leaning into what we know we do different, and we're going to go for it. Because highlight 1 here is changes are the crucible of growth, right? When we change and we have challenges, that is what pushes us. It pushes us out of our comfort zone and forces us to tap in to our inner Fabbo, those strengths and the resilience that we have built up. Highlight 2 is when you embrace these challenges, you are acknowledging that your growth doesn't happen with what confines you in safety. You're admitting to yourself and you're saying to yourself, if I stay here, what will I gain? Will it be the same? If I step out of my comfort zone, it could be exactly the same. What will it hurt to try? Because, friends, let's be honest, I never want you to quit. But if you move forward and something isn't working out, you figure out what to do. You don't go backwards. You just are where you are when you take that risk, and you'll deal with those challenges, right? This will occur when you start becoming willing to face the unknown and know they have the ability to adapt. Understanding and embracing yourself. Now, this is the challenge that really is effective because it's the essential of having a deep understanding of who you are, your strengths, your weaknesses, your values, your goals, your aspirations. Understand, be clear on what you want to do for yourself so that you can bring the best version of yourself to your career and to your life. Highlight two here is when you embrace who you are, you're better equipped to navigate challenges with authenticity. You won't be swayed by these expectations of if I go down to the left, if I go south or I go to the left, things are going to be bad there. But if I go over here to the right and I go north, maybe things will be better. No, you're going to know I'm staying the course. You're going to be guided by your own compass of trusting in yourself and believing yourself because you know that you have what it takes to make changes and understand that you have what it takes. Not what somebody else is telling you, but that you believe in your own abilities. You're going to understand that setbacks are those opportunities, that they're not failures, but they are opportunities for growth that are in disguise. These are insights in areas that need improvement. Sometimes they'll shine a light and say, hey, we could do that a little bit better. We want to step out and stand up and show off. I need to fine tune these little different things that I have. I know I can bring these different perspectives, these different ideas, and these different values and offerings to clients. I just need to adjust a few things. Remember, we're never going to be perfect here. We're going to do progress over perfection. So we're always learning. Because when you approach your setbacks with this open mind and this mindset that you are capable and that you're able to extract valuable lessons every single time a building block gets in your way, you're going to know how to move that block. You're going to cultivate resilience because every single time you have a challenge or every single time you try to step out and show off, something might be pushing you back. But you're going to build up that resilience. You're going to stay focused on your path. You're going to power through the struggles, and the inner strength will allow you to bounce back from whatever adversity is there, and you're going to have newfound determination. You are going to learn when you start embracing all your strengths that you will proceed forward. Resilience isn't about avoiding challenges, friends. It's about facing them head on and then using them to build a stronger foundation for your growth. The transformative power that we have when we embrace ourselves in our business is when we embrace these challenges that sometimes are so right in our face and we see them and we just can't figure out why can't I get past them? I want to be doing this. When you want to be doing something or offering something so hard you would do it for free, understanding that the transformation power that is there is that when you overcome and you sit down for a moment and you look at your strengths and then you see your weaknesses and you put them together to form a power, you will move beyond whatever is in your way. You will overcome that challenge. It will be a testament to your determination and honing in on your superpowers. You'll continue to embrace your uniqueness. Challenges will become more opportunities to showcase your authentic self. You'll be inspiring others to rise above their own adversity. Let's talk a little bit about mindset, motivation, and momentum loop. This is a powerful loop that will propel you towards success. The mindset, motivation, and momentum loop is an area that you need all three. And they're constantly going to be going in a circle. It's not that you're going to get stuck on it, but you're going to be learning from it. So it's always that loop. Each of these elements play a crucial role in driving us towards our goals and embracing our inner Fabbo. Remember, you're driving the bus. So anytime you want to stop, you stop. You want to let people on, let them on. What are they here for? Are they here to enhance your career? Or are they here to help you grow? What are they here for? What is in it for you if they get on your bus? If you let them on, how are you going to help them and they help you? And then you let them off again. When things or people no longer serve you, be brave enough to let them off your bus so that you can get on down your way. So let's talk a little bit about mindset. Mindset is that foundation upon which everything is built. It's the lens through which we see ourselves, challenges, and opportunities. You have to have a strong mindset. To build a better business, you want to build a better you, and this starts with mindset. Highlight 2 here is embracing a growth mindset because that's key. It means that you see challenges as opportunities and that you're coming from a place of knowing you can grow, not from that scarcity place, right? You're going to learn and believe that with effort and perseverance, you will improve and achieve what you set out to do. You're not going to come from a place of scarcity that you're constantly going, I don't see this. I don't have this. I don't know if I can do this because I don't have this. This will never happen to me. I'm never going to be. It's that never scarcity. You're going to come from a place of a growth mindset. Highlight 3 here, self-awareness is the cornerstone of a strong mindset. Understanding your strengths, your limitations, and of course, those triggers. This awareness will empower you to make intentional choices that will continue to move the needle forward in your business. You're going to cultivate a positive mindset by practicing gratitude, focusing on solutions, and challenging that negative self-talk. You're going to tell negative Nancy to get out of your brain. You're going to listen to her, and you say, heard you, now move on. A positive outlook fosters resistance that will help you navigate your setbacks. That's what mindset, and that is the power of mindset, and that is why mindset matters. Now let's talk a little bit about motivation. As you know, motivation is driven by failure, it's driven by success. Which one will you allow to motivate you more? Because once you have your sights set on your unique vision of success, motivation is what's going to keep propelling you there. You've got the mindset to tell you that you're capable. You have the mindset to tell you how to view things and how to see things. Now, motivation is going to drive you. It's going to be that nagging thing behind you that says, you got this, you got this. You're going to be the one cheering for you. Remember, you're your own hero. You're going to set inspiring goals that excite you, goals that are beacons, guiding your actions and your decisions towards where you want to go, the outcome that you want to see. You're going to be inspired by this because you're going to be motivated because you are doing things that excite you, that drive and fuel that passion, sometimes even rekindle that passion you might have lost. But that's why you want to stay motivated. Visualization is a powerful technique. Imagine your success vividly. See where you want to go. Feel those emotions. How do you feel? How did you feel about accomplishing all that? I want you to start looking at your future self. See your future self out there and start saying, what's it taking for me to get there? Your future self is going to thank you. Your future self is going to welcome you. Start visualizing what your future self is and start telling yourself, what would my future self say to me to help get me here? What path am I going to go on? Right? When you can see this and feel this, it will fuel your motivation and keep you ready for action and wanting to move forward. Surrounding yourself with motivational triggers, whether that's quotes, affirmations, or the company of like-minded individuals, keep these people around you. And remember, you are your own motivational trigger because every day you're going to be your own hero. Every day you are going to cheer for yourself at the beginning of the morning and you're going to cheer for yourself at the end. Regardless of what happened in between, you're going to celebrate who you are and where you are right now. Now let's talk about momentum. Momentum is that continuous flow of action that builds upon itself. It's that secret sauce that turns sporadic efforts into a constant progress. Remember, if you think back to a time where everything just lined up and everything was going great and you were like, okay, I booked this client. Oh, now I booked this next client. I just sold my biggest art piece at this art show. Somebody else called and wanted another piece. That's momentum. That is momentum at work because your mindset and your motivation is lining up and momentum is carrying it. Don't get lost in not having mindset and motivation. You want this momentum to move you forward. Start small and build gradually. Be consistent. Manageable actions create a sense of accomplishment and will fuel your motivation because your mindset is there, and then this momentum will continue. When you get into the space of having that positive mindset and knowing that you're motivating yourself, you can only have forward momentum. Remember I said earlier that, failure can be fueled by motivation. If you keep having fall downs, again, fail fast, fail often, fail forward. If you keep falling down And it's going to happen in life and in business. Regardless how successful you get, you're going to face a setback. Somebody's going to cause something. Something will be missed, right? You're going to fail, but you're going to get back up. That's still momentum. Motivation will drive you when you fail to get up and keep going. Momentum will say to you, I want to get off this downhill spiral and let's get this momentum going in the other direction. Create routines that will support your goal, whether it's dedicating a specific time each day to work on another project outside of your career or another passion project. Set time aside to have something that will help you move your mountain, something that will move and ignite that passion. Do something that will help you continue on your path. Get some healthy habits, get a routine, get some structure, and this will help you get momentum. And celebrate your wins along the way, friends, no matter how small, how big. These celebrations boost your morale and remind you of your progress. You have to celebrate every single day. Give yourself a reward. Show up, show off. If I finish this today, I'm going to take myself to watch whatever the movie is going on. Or I'm going to take myself on a 4-hour coffee trip. Or I'm just going to sit and do nothing. Or I'm going to get done at 3 o'clock this afternoon and the family's going to go do this. That's what I want you to think about today, friends. This mindset, this motivation, and this momentum. It all boils down to embracing yourself. I challenge you to sit down and work on your mindset, to start rethinking, to dive in. Embracing what makes you Fabbo will get you to where you want to go on your own terms. How long it takes you, the path you want to take, you are driving the bus. I can't not keep saying that to you because I want you to really understand that you are in charge. All these other things are around us. We need clients to help us. We need money to help fuel us. We have to have other things that we think we need to be successful. But embracing what makes you Fabbo is the start. It's the first step. Knowing and believing that you can do it, knowing that you have certain traits, certain unique qualities that set you apart, and knowing that you want to set apart, knowing that you don't want to fit in, knowing that whether you're just starting your business, you've been in business 5 years or 20 years, now it's time for a change. You're tired of you're started fitting in. What are you going to do? Friends, I can tell you at the age that I'm at right now, I worry so much less about what people think of me, and I just do my thing. I'm not the best podcast host. I'm by all means not the best speaker, but I'm authentic and I'm a genuine, and my heart is in the right place for it. I want to empower you and encourage you to step beyond whatever it is that's holding you back and start believing that you have what it takes. You took that first step to turn on that open sign or to push publish on that website. Keep going. Keep believing. Whatever setbacks are there, mindset will help you. Stick with motivation, be your hero, and get the momentum going forward. That's what I have today. And again, if you need help and you want a mindset reshift, you know how to reach out to me. I'm here. If you're looking for a coach, I'm here. If you're looking for a speaker, I'm here. I love coming and talking and rolling up my sleeves to small groups, and let's sit down and see what's holding you back. Let's reframe and restructure your mindset. Let's reframe and restructure your motivation, and let's reframe and restructure your momentum and get you to the place that you want to be by your terms and your definition and the journey that you want to take. That's what I got for your friends. Until then, stay Fabbo. Believe in yourself. I believe in you. I know that you're exactly where you're meant to be. I'm here to meet you wherever you are. Thanks, friends. As always, peace and gratitude. We'll chat next time.